Hey Mark, at the stage.
That's okay.
Enjoy WrestleMania, bro.
Hey guys, it's your boy Mark here with my review of WWE WrestleMania 39 2023 Night 2. The show just got off the air, and the show just got off the air, and yes, my name has been said at WrestleMania officially. My amazing friend Dylan promised me, who was attending the show, of course, promised me he would do a video shouting me out at the show so that my name has been said at WrestleMania, and my name has been said at WrestleMania. I am so thankful for that, man. But WrestleMania 39 just got off the... Well, actually, technically, it's still going on. Maybe it just ended because I was playing the highlights when I started recording my review. Night 2. I don't think it was as good as Night 1, to be honest. That's been the running thing for the third year in a row now. Unbelievably, WrestleMania 36 Night 2, the pandemic WrestleMania, so far, in my opinion, has been the only show where Night 2 was better, honestly. It was crazy. Was this WrestleMania better than last year's? Like I said, in terms of match quality, Night 1 definitely was. I wouldn't say it was quite as good as last year's, but last year's was even better than I was expecting going into that one. That last year's was epic, and the surprises that show had were fantastic. But by no means am I disappointed that I wouldn't quite put this above last year's WrestleMania. It was still an awesome show. Some matches on Night 2, I won't lie, weren't quite as good as I would have liked. And also, quite a few times, I did not get the end result that I would have liked. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but nothing was going to upset me more than John Cena losing. No matter what else happened on the show, okay? Let's get on with my review. We kick off WrestleMania 39, Night 2, with Brock Lesnar versus Omos. Yes, I wanted Brock Lesnar to face Gunther, who we'll get to later tonight. And this just came out of the blue. There were no rumors whatsoever about Brock Lesnar facing Omos. There were rumors of Brock Lesnar facing Stone Cold. There were rumors of Brock Lesnar facing Gunther, which I freaking would have loved so much. That I hope maybe that will happen at SummerSlam. But we'll see. But yeah, and this match, when I heard, I was like, everyone was like, oh, why are they doing this? I have no interest in this match. I didn't either. But WWE, I give them credit for trying their best to sell us on it. They did their best to sell us on it. I give them that. I give them proper full credit, 1000% for that. And it was good for what it was. It was nothing much. It was 5 minutes long. You had Omos tossing Brock around, which was so cool to see. It was crazy to see, and Omos actually beat up Brock quite a bit in this match. He had Brock in a bear hug a lot of times. Eventually, Brock was able to do a couple German suplexes on Omos. And the first time he tried to do the F5, his back gave out, I think, and then eventually he got it up. He got Omos up. F5, 1, 2, 3. Brock goes home. It was fun for what it was. How I would have ended the match, I would have, although admittedly I kind of get this idea from Cultaholics, like pictures for WrestleMania video, which, so just to let you guys know that this isn't my idea completely whatsoever, but after the F5, I would have had Brock go to the top rope and fully do 20 years later that shooting star press that he tried to do at WrestleMania 19. Of course, that would have been risky as heck to do that again. It would have been kind of hilarious, honestly, if he got a concussion again. To be honest, I think I would have cracked up laughing. But that's how I would have ended it. That would have been a more surprise in my opinion. But yeah, the match was what it was. Brock Lesnar won. Cool. Almost. Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine match. But next match, we have the WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, the women's version now. Fun thing. There was this awesome part in this match where they were all just doing a bunch of moves onto a bunch of people on the outside of the ring, and you know what I mean. But it was on the the side of the outside of the ring facing the stage. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that was cool. I accidentally stopped. I accidentally paused the recording of my thing. So apologies for that. So yeah, if I sound weird, just all of a sudden, yeah. But this was a fun match, just like I said. It wasn't quite as good as yesterday's men's one, in my opinion. In the end, Ronda and Shayna predictably got the win. And my boy Ryan Pierce is not going to be happy because, of course, Ronda, of all the people in this match, had to make Shotzi tap out. And he loves Shotzi Blackheart. And, not only because she lost, but she was the one out of all the people in this 4-way tag to take the pin. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. You know what I mean? I've said that too much. But, but yeah, but so that match was what it was, yeah, but we get on to the next match, probably the match, match quality wise, I was most looking forward to, triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Gunther defending against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. This match was great. I see some people saying oh my gosh, this was 5 stars. I think that's going a bit much. It was great though. It was good stuff. I would personally, as of right now, give it 4 stars. Admittedly, the match did start while I was heating up some butter chicken to eat during the match. And when I saw the match was starting, I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? The match happened. Hard-hitting stuff. There was a lot more, it wasn't as much of a full-on triple threat as I would have liked. What I mean by that is it felt like those type of triple threat matches where it's for a good decent amount of the match, it's like a glorified singles match sometimes. You know what I mean? Like for the first few minutes of this match, well, I didn't see the very start of the match. It was just Drew McIntyre and Sheamus for a while. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And then it would be just Drew McIntyre and Gunther for a while. So it didn't have the triple threatness. A lot of times it felt like a glorified singles match. Intimate. You know what I mean? And by the way, there were no new champions crowned on night 2. None. Which is kind of crazy to think because WrestleMania 27, if you were to count this as one night, this one night of WrestleMania, not both nights, I guess this would be the first WrestleMania since WrestleMania 27 where no championships change hands, if you were to just count this as one night. you know. Um, so yeah, I just spoiled the rest of the results for this match by saying that. But anyway, you're going to find out from my voice in this recording anyway. But I'll still act like how I would have before anyway when I review. Anyway, so it was great stuff. It was still a great triple threat. Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre. There was this really cool spot where like McIntyre and Gunther were just chopping each other like back and forth, over and over again, which was such a cool spot in my opinion. Oh, I saw my friend uploaded his review of night 2. Oh, sorry about that. That must have given you a fright. I'm sorry. This was a test version of this very video just to see if the opening thing with my friend is gonna be copyrighted or you know what I mean. I don't think it will, though. But I'll just anyway. Also, and there was a moment where Gunther Gunther and Sheamus of course was going at it. Oh man, I'm messing up my words. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening right now. And I feel fine physically, by the way. Just you know. But the ending came. Oh yeah, the other moment I was trying to talk about. After there was a part where Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were both simultaneously, like Drew was like chopping Gunther at the ropes, and Sheamus was doing the bells of the whatever you call it, the thing of the bod run, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? That thing he does when he like grabs the opponent and they're on the ring ropes, and he fist. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it. Like they were doing that simultaneously to Gunther, and the ending came. Oh, Sheamus actually kicked out of a Claymore, which was really cool. The ending came where Gunther powerbombed Sheamus onto Drew McIntyre, and it just kind of looked like he skidded off of Drew McIntyre when he did. You know what I mean? When Sheamus skidded off of Drew McIntyre's head, and then Gunther powerbombed Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. My man Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. And Gunther, I want Gunther, unless he faces John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship before then, I want Gunther to break Honky Tonk Man's Intercontinental Championship record. Yeah, 454. He would have to hold it until September 8, 2023, I believe. I think he'll do it. Objectively, even if he faces Cena before then, I think he will do it. Obviously, I'd still want Cena to, you know what I mean? Great match. Not like 5 stars or anything. I think that's way overrating it, unless I missed some crazy stuff while I was getting my butter chicken, like I was saying. But yeah, next up we get to the WWE Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending against Asuka. This was a really good match. It was, honestly. Again, it wasn't quite as great as I would have liked, but I do think that they both tried their best to put on a great match, and it was a really good match, honestly. It's Bianca Belair and Asuka, 2 fantastic wrestlers. I was rooting for Asuka to finally get her first WrestleMania win. And I'll say this, there was this awesome spot on the outside where Bianca Belair powerbombed Asuka on the outside near the announce table. That was awesome. But that was cool. Then they got back in the ring. They fought some more, and then eventually Bianca, they were doing counters. Asuka tried to miss Bianca Belair, but like she kind of misfired, or I don't remember exactly. But she eventually gets in tries to lock in the Asuka lock and other submissions. Eventually, Bianca Belair is able to get Asuka up for the KOD. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair retains. Will my wife ever win a match at WrestleMania? I don't think I really care anymore. I think after WrestleMania 37, I don't care. All right, I don't care. Asuka's still done it all. Yeah, she didn't win at WrestleMania, but she's done everything. It is what it is. Like I said, nothing was gonna upset me more than John Cena losing yesterday. So when Asuka lost, I was just like, you know, it is what it is. You know, I do think Asuka should have won. And, you know, as big of a John Cena fan as I am, is that how like people felt whenever John Cena kept winning matches? It might have been. I'm not ever gonna say I understand. I'm done with that because John Cena has done some shit to me that I'll never forgive, just for liking a fucking wrestler. But I guess that might be how they feel when John wins matches. You know what I mean? I don't care though. It doesn't justify any of this stupid shit. But anyway, back to the subject. I promised myself I wasn't going to talk as much about John Cena tonight. Whatever. But it was still a really good match. I do think both of these beautiful women tried their best to give a great match. But it was cool. Next up, Snoop Dogg and The Miz doing some stuff again. And then The Miz is like, "What? You think I should have another WrestleMania match?" And then Snoop Dogg was like, "Yeah, if you think you can do it again." I don't remember what he said exactly. And then here comes the money. Wow, Shane McMahon returns. Oh man, he was fired after the Royal Rumble last year. So that was a surprise. I didn't expect that, and it wasn't like a hugely pleasant surprise. I mean, not to me, you know, but like, wow, Shane McMahon. I wasn't expecting to ever see him again, at least not for even. I know it's been a while since last year's Royal Rumble, but still, even longer than that. I think, you know what I mean? But I was talking with my mate on Facebook or Messenger, like when something happened, because I thought we had got an impromptu match with Shane McMahon and The Miz, WrestleMania 35 rematch. I don't know what happened exactly, but it was actually Snoop Dogg versus The Miz. Yo, The Miz fights on both nights of WrestleMania. How awesome is that? No pun intended, because The Miz, you know. But, yeah. Yeah. And, I know I'm saying the same stuff, repeating. But, anyway, Snoop Dogg, I think he, like, sucker punched Miz or something. And then Miz was like, "What are you doing?" or something. Like, I don't remember exactly. And then Snoop Dogg, I heard on, Facebook posts that he did the rock bottom. I don't remember that, honestly. I probably was looking at my phone when that happened. Because, I love chatting with my mates at the same time. And, but he did his version of the people's elbow. He tossed his sunglasses to the crowd, which was crack up. And it looked crack up, man. Anyway, he did it. 1, 2, 3 on The Miz. And, oh, man, just, The Miz is a G, man. Like, The Miz, oh, that guy is great. The fact that he's so willing and has gotten embarrassed in wrestling, like, so many times. And the fact that he puts up with it. He's a G, man, for real. But that was funny, man. And it's cool that Snoop Dogg actually wrestled a match. How cool is that? Oh, man. But funny, yesterday I was chatting with my mate during night one, and I was like, oh, man, I was hoping we were going to get an impromptu match between Snoop Dogg and The Miz. And the next night, we got Snoop Dogg versus The Miz. That's crazy. I love it, though. I can't give this match. I don't... I should go back and see what I missed. Far out. But next up, we have Hell in a Cell match. Edge versus the Demon Finn Bálor. What an epic match this was. Holy shiznit. This is one of the best Hell in a Cell matches. I don't know, maybe I'm just in the heat of the moment. This had everything I personally would want in a Hell in a Cell match. Yep. It's not a heat of the moment thing. Yes, this is one of the best Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen. Edge versus the Demon Finn Bálor, Hell in a Cell. This was epic. There were everything in this match. There was rage. There was tables. The tables looked painted. At least the first table looked like it was painted purple. There were chairs which were colored red and purple as well. Candlesticks colored red or purple. I don't remember who got out the candlesticks. Ladders. They put ladders in this match. And it was rumored that Gangrel, maybe even Christian, were going to have a special appearance involving this match. That did not happen. I wasn't, begging for it to happen. But it was. But Edge did come out as the Brood. You know? Edge did come out as Brood Edge. This match, I just told you all the stuff. It has everything you would expect from all the weapons I said were in this match. It does. You know? And Edge is just... This is Edge's third Hell in a Cell match, and all three of them were epic. All three of them involve weapons like that. Those are my favorite type of Hell in a Cell matches, where they put tables, ladders, chairs, etc. in there. But there was another unique spot. Finn Bálor, he climbed the cell. And he didn't climb it too high, but he climbed it enough to try. He was attempting to coup de grace Edge through a table, but Edge got out of the way and he did it to himself. And then Edge was fighting Finn Bálor some more, got the concerto onto Finn Bálor for the 1, 2, 3. Edge defeats the Demon Finn Bálor. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I was not expecting Le Demon to win. Sorry, Edge to win. I was expecting Le Demon Finn Bálor to win. Just because it's the Demon, really, you know? And just because Edge is planning to retire this year. I think this is Edge's by far best match since he came back, honestly. I'm just being honest. Yeah. He's had tons of great matches since he got back, you know. But I still want to put him quite on level as 2006 Edge, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was epic, so epic that match. That was the penultimate match of the evening too, which was cool, so cool. But we get on to the main event, the match we're all building up to. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. Sorry, I got hiccups. The main event. And yes, I am French. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns defending against the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare. Dashing Cody Rhodes. Wow, you know, on these smoking mirrors. Wow, his name is Cody Rhodes. This match was epic. I know I say that a lot. This match was epic. The last two matches really saved night 2, if you ask me. Both of the last two matches were 5 stars. I'm just being honest. It had great technical wrestling, honestly. Like Cody locking up Roman and doing the thing where like they grab their arm and twist it behind their back. That was a cool moment near the start. Great counters between these two. Solo Sikoa getting involved, like hitting Cody's ribs with the chair when the ref wasn't looking. And you know what I mean? And they fought at the Ramp area too, which I loved. It honestly reminded me of two things that I really love in wrestling. NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, because New Japan does like have moments where they fight outside the ring, like far outside the ring a lot. So they remind me of New Japan that way. And I love New Japan. That's my second favorite wrestling company. But and also, it also reminded me of WrestleMania 22, that Triple H John Cena match when Triple H was trying to do a pedigree on the ramp, but John Cena lifted him up and like slammed him on the ramp. It reminded me of that too, and it was epic. Cody Rhodes landing the crossroads for kick out. Roman Reigns hitting a spear. There's no doubt going to be moments I forget, and I apologize for that. Roman Reigns hitting the spear. Rhodes kicked out. Roman Reigns trying to put Cody through the announce table, but Cody Rhodes lifted him up, back body dropped him through the table instead. Awesome stuff. And Cody Rhodes, the first person to escape Roman Reigns' guillotine. That was an epic spot. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna... I didn't think so, ultimately, But, like, for a moment, I kind of felt like, is this where the match is gonna end? But it didn't. Cody got out of it. I believe I already mentioned he hit the crossroads, kicked out. And there was a moment, Cody Rhodes hit simultaneously two crossroads, and he was about to go for a third one, but frickin' by the way, I forgot to mention that Solo Sikoa was ejected early in the match. Smart referee, by the way. The referee used his frickin' ears for 1 second. The referee heard Solo smack Cody Rhodes with his belt, which, by the way, is so cool that he wrote the names of every like indie wrestling company that he worked for while away from WWE. Did Solo like snatch it off of Brody Jr.'s? Because he was at ringside, Luke Harper, rest in pieces, kid, and Brody Lee, Mr. Brody Lee, you know what I mean? And then Cody Rhodes actually gave it to him. Like, did Solo snatch it from him? That's kind of hilarious. If he did, a poor kid, of course, I hope he got it back. But yeah, but yeah, what was I saying? Cody Rhodes did two consecutive crossroads, and then he was about to do the third, but Paul Heyman was on the apron distracting the referee, and then Solo came in, Samoan Spike, 2 Rhodes. But before that, sorry, I forgot that this was before. This was after some other stuff I forgot to mention. Cody Rhodes accidentally knocked out the referee for a good chunk of the match, and the Usos came in to attack Cody. 1D to Cody Rhodes. 1D to Cody Rhodes. But then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came out to attack the Usos. And then eventually everyone got out, and Sami Zayn Helluva kicked Roman Reigns. Oh my gosh. Then everyone's out. The same referee, thankfully, because I hate it when they get in a new referee and they don't call for the DQ, even though they would have likely seen everything happen on screen. You know what I mean? That's a personal frustration thing of mine. The referee came in, 1, 2. Kick out. Roman kicks out. Oh my gosh. And then that's when the consecutive crossroads thing happened. Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa came back, Samoan Spike. And then Roman Reigns hit one final spear. 1, 2, 3. To the shock of the crowd, the shock of me, Roman Reigns retains. I imagined, especially since Owens and Zayn won last night, that, you know, that Cody Rhodes would win. And I had my head all day, and since last night, I imagined I was going to be telling you, yes, Cody did it. Cody pinned Roman Reigns. You know, but no. You know what? I love it. I love that Roman Reigns retained. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Because I thought there was like a 94% chance, I guess, that Cody Rhodes was going to win. Imagine if it's a thing from like Triple H. You remember AEW Double or Nothing when you smash that throne of mine? Yeah, you're not going to win the You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to rewatch the ending. I almost did before doing my review. But I was like, nope, do the review first so that you got your review and it's posted up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was WrestleMania 39 Night 2, 2023, my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Those last two matches were epic and really saved the show, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's my review of WrestleMania 39 Night 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Year-long wait till WrestleMania 40. And that should be great. I have no clue what we're going to get for WrestleMania 40. If I'm just to put one out there, like a match that I think could happen at WrestleMania 40, I'll just put it out there. There's no source I saw, no news or anything, but like I'll just say John Cena versus somebody for the Intercontinental Championship. That's just a wild ass guess. No proof of that whatsoever. I know I predicted last year WrestleMania 38. I didn't really predict it, but I was like, I want Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania 39. Logan Paul and Bad Bunny were at WrestleMania 39, which I forgot to mention Bad Bunny, I think, in my review yesterday. Maybe I did remember, and I just don't remember now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, y'all. What do you think of the show? Did you enjoy your boys' review? I hope so. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.